Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is part number 5 of my discussion on humidification and dehumidification. And as a part of my discussion on properties of a vapor gas mixture, today I will be discussing two numerical examples that will help you learn how to estimate humidities, mass absolute humidity and molar absolute humidity for a typical vapor gas mixture. So let us begin the discussion. Okay, so first let us look at the numerical statement for example number 1. So I am calling it as numerical example number 1. So in a mixture of benzene vapor, which has been denoted by capital A, and nitrogen gas, which has been denoted by capital B, at a total pressure of 800 mmHg and a temperature of 60 degrees Celsius, the partial pressure of benzene vapor, that is A, that is 100 mmHg. So based on this information, we are supposed to estimate the following quantities. First, we have to get mole fraction of each component in the vapor gas mixture. Then we have to get volume fraction of each component in the vapor gas mixture. We also have to get mass absolute humidity for the vapor gas mixture. And finally, we have to get molar absolute humidity for the vapor gas mixture. So we are supposed to find out these quantities based on the information that is given to us. Basically, we have a mixture of benzene vapor and nitrogen gas. So in this case, nitrogen gas is humidified by benzene vapors. At a total pressure is given to us, it is 800 mmHg. Temperature is given to us, it is 60 degrees Celsius. And the partial pressure of benzene vapor in the vapor gas mixture, it is given to us, it is 100 mmHg. And we are supposed to find out mole fraction of each component in the vapor gas mixture. We have to find out volume fraction of each component in the vapor gas mixture. We have to find mass absolute humidity, and then we also have to find molar absolute humidity. So let us solve this. To begin with, we will list what is given to us. So the given data, you have vapor gas mixture, benzene vapor A and nitrogen gas B. So this is the vapor gas mixture. So in this case, as I said earlier, nitrogen gas is humidified by benzene vapor. Then total pressure is given to us. Let us denote it by capital B. It is 800 mmHg. Temperature is given to us. Let us denote it by capital T. It is 60 degrees Celsius. And you can convert it to Kelvin. So it is 60 plus 273.15. That is 333.15 Kelvin. Then partial pressure of A, that is benzene vapor, it is given to us. We will be denoting that by PA, and PA is 100 mmHg. And what are we supposed to find? We have to get mole fraction of A and B in the vapor gas mixture. And that is, we have to get small ya and small yb. These are the notations used for representing mole fractions in the vapor gas mixture. So we have to get ya and yb. Then we have to get volume fraction of A and B in the vapor gas mixture. Let us denote that by VA and VB. So VA is volume fraction of A in the vapor gas mixture, and VB is volume fraction of B in the vapor gas mixture. So we are supposed to get VA and VB. Then we have to get mass absolute humidity, which is nothing but H. As per our notation, it is capital H. We denote mass absolute humidity by capital H. And then finally, we also have to get molar absolute humidity. That is, we have to get HM. So let me tell you these two numericals, the numericals that I am going to discuss today, they are based on my discussion in the previous video lecture, part number 4. So I am giving link to the entire playlist of my video lectures on humidification and dehumidification in the description section. You please watch. If you have not yet seen part number 4, you please watch it to know how the equations that are applicable today, they are developed. So now we have listed what is given to us. Now let us proceed and solve the numerical example. So first we will understand the approach to solving this problem. So first we will find partial pressures PA and PB. PA is partial pressure of A and PB is partial pressure of B. So PA, it is given to us. There is no need of finding it. But PB, you have to find it, and we are going to get that by Dalton's law. Where Dalton's law is sum of partial pressures is equal to total pressure. So we will use that to find PB. Then we will be getting mole fractions, that is Ya and Yb. And for that we will be using this relation. Pa is Ya into P, that is partial pressure is equal to mole fraction into total pressure. Same is the case for component B. Its partial pressure is equal to its mole fraction into total pressure. Then after that we will get volume fractions, that is Va and Vb. And for that we will assume the vapor gas mixture to be ideal, and we know for ideal gas mixtures volume fraction is equal to mole fraction. So volume fraction of A is nothing but mole fraction of A, and volume fraction of B is nothing but mole fraction of B. And then after that we will get mass absolute humidity by using the equation. The equation is directly known to us. H is equal to Pa upon P minus Pa into Ma upon Mb. And then after that finally we will be getting molar absolute humidity by using the equation, relation between molar and mass absolute humidity. So H is equal to Hm into Ma upon Mb. So we will be reporting mole fractions of the two components. We will be reporting volume fractions of the two components. We will be reporting mass absolute humidity, and we will also be reporting molar absolute humidity. So I hope you have understood the steps that we will be following for solving this numerical example. If you have any doubt, you please mention that in the comment section. Let us move ahead. Now let us solve the numerical. As decided, we will first get partial pressures Pa and Pb. So Dalton's law of partial pressures is total pressure is equal to partial pressure of A plus partial pressure of B. That is P is equal to Pa plus Pb. Pa is given to us, it is 100 mmHg. Total pressure it is given to us, it is 800 mmHg, and we have to get Pb. So therefore 800 will be equal to 100 plus Pb. That is Pb is 800 minus 100. That gives us Pb as 700 mmHg. So in this way we get partial pressure of B. Then after that we will get mole fractions of A and B, that is small Ya and small Yb. So for that we know Pa is equal to Ya into P. Pa is known to us, it is 100. Ya we have to get, and total pressure is 800. So 100 is equal to Ya into 800. So therefore Ya is 100 upon 800. That gives us Ya as 0.125. So mole fraction of A in the vapor gas mixture is 0.125. Then let us get Vyb. You can either use the fact that sum of mole fractions is equal to 1. That is Ya plus Yb is 1. Therefore you can get Yb from that equation, or you can use this equation. Pb is equal to Yb into P. So we know that sum of mole fractions, so Ya plus Yb, it will be equal to 1. So we have got Ya, and by using this equation you can get Yb, or you can use this equation. Pb is equal to Yb into P. So in Pb is 700, we have got over here, we have to get Yb. So 700 is equal to Yb into 800. That is Yb is equal to 700 divided by 800. That gives us Yb as 0.875. And you'll get the same thing by using this equation. So in this way you get mole fractions of A and B in the vapor gas mixture. Let us continue. Let me first erase this. Then let us get volume fractions Va and Vb. And since we are assuming ideal gas behavior, so with ideal gas behavior assumption, Va is equal to Ya, that is equal to 0.125, and Vb is equal to Yb, that is 0.875. So in this way we have got partial pressure of B, we have got mole fraction of A, we have got mole fraction of B, we have got volume fraction of A, and we have got volume fraction of B. So let us continue with this. I hope you have understood the steps. If you have any doubt, you please mention that in the comment section. Let us move ahead. Okay, after that we will get mass absolute humidity, that is H, and we know it is given by this equation. H is equal to Pa upon P minus Pa into Ma upon Mb. So Pa is known to us, it is 100 mmHg. P total pressure is known to us, it is 800 mmHg. Molecular weight of benzene, A being benzene, molecular weight of benzene is 78. B is nitrogen, so therefore molecular weight of B is 28. So you just have to use the values in the equation to get H. So H will be equal to 100 divided by 800 minus 100 into 78 by 28. So that gives us H as 0.398 kg A per kg B. So this is the mass absolute humidity. After getting mass absolute humidity, let us get molar absolute humidity, that is HM. So for that we will use this equation. H is equal to HM into MA upon MB. This is the relationship between mass absolute humidity and molar absolute humidity. So we got mass absolute humidity, it is 0.398, that is equal to HM. We have to get molecular weight of A is 78, molecular weight of B is 28. So therefore HM will be equal to 0.398 into 28 divided by 78, and that gives us HM as 0.143 moles of A per mole of B. So in this way we get molar absolute humidity. So now we have got the mass absolute humidity, we also have got the molar absolute humidity. So that ends our discussion for numerical number 1. Next we will be solving one more numerical. Let us move ahead. Okay, now let us look at the numerical statement for example number 2, numerical example number 2. So you have a gas B and benzene vapor, which is denoted by capital A mixture, and it is saturated at 1 standard atmosphere and 50 degrees Celsius. So based on this information, we are supposed to get the following, calculate the following. You have to get saturated mass and molar absolute humidities. If the gas B is nitrogen, and the second case is we all have to get saturated mass and molar absolute humidities if gas B is carbon dioxide. So there are two cases. In the first case, gas B is nitrogen, whereas in the second case, gas B is carbon dioxide. So you have a mixture of nitrogen and benzene vapor, first case, and then carbon dioxide and benzene vapor. And the mixture is being saturated at 1 standard atmosphere and 50 degrees Celsius. And we have to get saturated mass and molar absolute humidities for the two cases, when gas B is nitrogen and then when gas B is carbon dioxide. For the data that is given to us is the vapor pressure of pure benzene at 50 degrees Celsius. It is given to us, it is 275 mm of Hg. So based on the information, based on the given information, let us get saturated mass and molar absolute humidities. So let us move ahead. First we will list what is given to us. So you have a vapor gas mixture, benzene vapor, that is denoted by capital A, and gas B. So the gas is humidified by benzene vapor. The meaning is gas B is humidified by benzene vapor. So in the first case, gas B is nitrogen. In the second case, gas B is carbon dioxide. Then total pressure is given to us. It is 1 standard atmosphere, and if you convert it to mmHg, it will be 760 mmHg. Then temperature is given to us. It is 50 degrees Celsius, which is 50 plus 273.15, which is nothing but 323.15 Kelvin. Then vapor pressure of pure A at 50 degrees Celsius, it is given to us. Let us denote it as PA0, so it is 275 mmHg. And what are we supposed to find? We have to get saturated mass and molar absolute humidities in each of the, for both the cases, when gas B is nitrogen and then when gas B is carbon dioxide. So let us move ahead. So when gas B is nitrogen, we have to get the two quantities, and when gas B is carbon dioxide, we again have to get the two quantities. So let us move ahead. The approach in this case is very simple. Equations are known to us. We just have to use those equations. So for getting saturated mass absolute humidity, that is Hs, we will be using this equation. Hs is equal to Pa0 upon P minus Pa0 into Ma upon Mb. Everything is known on the right hand side, and we can easily get Hs. And then saturated molar absolute humidity we can get by using this equation. Hs is equal to Hms into Ma upon Mb. Hs will be known in the first step. Ma and Mb will be known to us, and we can easily get HMS. So we will be using these two equations for getting the required quantities. So let us move ahead. So let us solve it. First, let us consider the first case. What is that? For benzene vapor A and nitrogen gas B. So saturated mass, absolute humidity, it is given by this equation. HS is equal to PA naught upon P minus PA naught into MA upon MB. So PA naught is given to us, it is 275 mmHg. Total pressure is given to us, it is 1 standard atmosphere, that is 760 mmHg. Molecular weight, A is benzene, so molecular weight of A is 78. Now in the first case, gas B is nitrogen, therefore molecular weight is 28. So you just have to use these values. So HS will be equal to 275 divided by 760 minus 275 into 78 by 28. So that gives us HS as 1.58 kGa per kgb. So this is saturated mass, absolute humidity. HS is 1.58 kGa per kgb. Then let us get saturated molal absolute humidity. So for that we are going to use this equation. HS is equal to HMS into MA upon MB. HS is known to us, it is 1.58. We have to get HMS into 78 by 28. That is HMS is equal to 1.58 into 28. From this equation it will be 1.58 into 28 divided by 78. So that gives us HMS as 0.567 moles of A per mole of B. So in this way we get saturated molal absolute humidity for the case when gas B is nitrogen gas. Now let us get those two quantities when gas B is carbon dioxide. Let us move ahead. So for benzene vapor A and carbon dioxide gas, that is B. So saturated mass, absolute humidity, formula is HS is equal to PA naught upon P minus PA naught into MA upon MB. So PA naught is known to us, it is 275 mm of Hg. Total pressure is known to us, it is 760 mmHg. Molecular weight of A, benzene, it is 78. And now B is carbon dioxide. So therefore molecular weight of B is 44. Because molecular weight of carbon dioxide is 44. So therefore HS is equal to 275 divided by 760 minus 275 into 78 by 44. That gives us HS as 1.005 kGa per kgb. So this is saturated mass, absolute humidity. Now let us get saturated molal absolute humidity. So for that we will be using this equation. HS is equal to HMS into MA upon MB. That is 1.005 is equal to HMS into 78 by 44. So that is HMS is equal to 1.005 into 44 divided by 78. That gives us HMS as 0.567 moles of A per mole of B. So in this way we get saturated mass absolute humidity and saturated molar absolute humidity for the second case when gas B is carbon dioxide. So that is the end of solution for numerical example number 2. It was a simple numerical, even numerical number 1 was a simple numerical. So the objective was to tell you how you can use the equations for getting various quantities, various properties of vapor gas mixture. So I hope you have learned how to get various properties of vapor gas mixture. So with this I will end my discussion for this video lecture. In my next video lecture I will be solving few more numerical examples based on this topic. For now let us end the discussion for this video lecture. So thanks for watching this video lecture. Do subscribe to my channel. Tell your friends to subscribe to it. Hit the bell icon so that you will be notified as soon as I upload any new video on my YouTube channel. Hope to see you soon in my next video lecture. Till then, have a nice day. Bye bye.